What up, my people? What up, my people? What up, my people?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
How y'all living?
Welcome.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we can see, welcome to America After Dark with us. Don't touch us. Season 2. Hey, we got a special guest on here tonight. Special guest. Hey, I'm gonna do something different. Hey, I want everybody introduce yourself. Mr. Orlando Scott, introduce yourself to American people.
Hey guys, thank you all for having me. I'm so excited to be on America After Dark, man. You guys are awesome. Love what you're doing. Bernard, James, and my man Robert Bryant. Always good to see you. Hey, I'm Orlando Scott. Guy from Savannah. So I don't see Dr. Torre on here, but I want to represent Savannah High, 500 Washington Avenue.
There you go. Welcome, Mike Kelly. Welcome.
Savannah State University alumni and member of the Democratic Party. Got to know you guys from last year, 2020's election that we ran in. And I'm just so happy to be here. Just happy to be here and hanging out with you guys tonight.
Hey, we welcome you. We welcome. And
yes.
Introduce yourself, Mr. RG. Let the people know who you are. He mute. You mute. He always mute. Hey, JB, introduce yourself, Ike.
Hey.
Hold on, my mic. I didn't mute the mic. So, Julius, did you do that?
Hey, all right. We're gonna come back to you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, JB. Introduce yourself to America.
Well, America should already know that I'm Judge Ike, your co-host. If you don't know, I don't think Orlando Scott know, but he's gonna find out tonight. So if he come here with any of that shenanigans and want to stick with politics, he might hear some bad words on this show. You might hear some 4-letter words coming from RJ. You might not know what you might hear. So make sure you got your bootstrap down. If not, you're gonna get a citation and be escorted off this show, Mr. Orlando Scott.
Hey, well, welcome, Judge Ike. Hey, and you, RG, introduce yourself to American people.
Well, I think the Lord didn't want me to be smart, but I was saying, so many already think they know, but they don't. But, on this show, I'm RG, from Savannah, grew up in Liberty City. And, you can always find that out, but it won't be in a pleasant way. But no, I'm just kidding. Glad to be here with America After Dark. And, and on ATL Network. So let's get it going.
That's good. Hey, welcome, Jamar. We're going to introduce yourself. Who are you, Jamar? Glad you could tune in, even though you're 5 minutes late, but it's okay.
I see a ghost down to the bottom.
Hey, come on up. Come on up so we can see you. Come on up.
Y'all, and I ain't gonna let y'all talk about
hey, boy,
like that.
Jamar. That boy got on a suit, chatting to Mr. President. Hello, Donald Black. Welcome. What's up, Jamar?
All right. So this is the deal. I just got back in Savannah. I drove from Hilton Head to get back, so at least I can come on America After Dark to show my face, even though I was driving through South Carolina like a bat out of hell to get back into Savannah to try to get on at 10 o'clock to be on America After Dark. I risked my life for America After Dark.
There you go.
I risked my life. But I ain't going to drive through the streets of Savannah like this. I bet y'all know that now. I ain't going to drive through the streets like that. I'm going to come back on. Because I'm not like Orlando Scott. I ain't got that power like that. I ain't got that power like them.
Hey, all right. Hey, well, welcome.
So, I'm going to drive to my house, then I come back on. But I don't have no issue. I ain't going to have no issue with y'all because y'all ain't going to help me out with my ticket.
All right. Hey, well, we appreciate you joining us. And
hey, Bernard. Here he go blowing a bunch of hot air tonight.
No,
hey,
I'm not passing gas tonight. I'm not passing any gas.
Hey, let's do this. Hey, welcome. Hey. Let's do this here. Hey, we're gonna this time we're gonna get all the agenda in tonight. Okay. So when I say keep it moving, we're gonna keep it moving.
Somebody said with that suit on, he must have a meeting with God.
Hey, thank you, baby. I do look good. We look good. Thank you, Vanity. Hey.
It was.
Come on, he must have got the email with the ties.
It was the Bluffton MLK Observance Committee. I had to present someone. So one of my people award that I had gotten. So that's why I presented to one of my boys. So that's why I was on Hilton Head. You know, we go wherever our people are. And that's why we came back on, because America After Dark. We got to be there.
Right.
So you wasn't with God. Okay.
God and I had a conversation earlier. God and I had talked to Julius Hall and told Julius Hall something today. Guess what? Julius Hall, and I ain't lying. That's right. God told Julius Hall something today. Bam. And God, it was the excuse me. Y'all know it is called Heaven B. Jenkins High School. Heaven B. Jenkins High School.
Meantime, Medusa, mute him. Let's do this. Hey, let's go deep. Here it comes. First thing first. The first question is this: have President Biden has lost the Black community vote for 2024, and not only that, for 2022? So, what you think about Mr. Scott? We're gonna let you have that question first.
I think President Biden has done a lot of great things. You think about the hand he was dealt with coming in after his predecessor, Donald Trump. You look at the tax credits that he's given to 91% of the families. We got the infrastructure bill that was passed. I believe the Port of Savannah, Port of Georgia here in Savannah got about $8 million. He's pushing for this voting bill that's filibustering right now, and he has had an aggressive plan around the vaccine rollout and keeping America safe. I think the frustration with Black America is he doesn't have control of the party. I mean, it's almost like it's running amok. And I think he's going to have to show strength and courage. Many has said that he's been too slow with the vote bill and getting it passed and letting those two clowns, Manchin and the other senator, kind of run amok. And we need to see some leadership there. So, so that's my take on, President Biden. Give the man a chance. It's only been a year. And what he came into wasn't easy,
Yeah.
If I give him a chance, like the gas price is still going up. It takes me almost $200 just to get from my house to the job within 5 days. So if he's doing a good job, the food prices just went up. I just went to the grocery store today. The prices is high as hell. Taxes just went up on everything. Clothing, produce. Everything is going up. And the COVID, I work at a hospital. The lines are long as hell. People are sick. They can't get their shots. They can't get the vaccine in a quick enough time for everybody to get vaccinated. So we can sit here and say how much good he's doing, but in my household, and I'm quite sure a bunch of other households in America are suffering for the daily things that they need today. Some of those things that he said that he was going to deliver on when we first got him in the office. And so, and another thing, they hate him just the way they hated Trump all over the country. So he's not getting nothing passed through. Like you said, it's a lot of whole lot. But the things that we need today to get us out this house, to go to work, food on the table, gas in the car to get to work, all of those things are going up. All the daily necessities are going up, and we catching hell.
I agree with everything you just said. I agree with you're spot on. The difference is when Trump was in office, he had the party behind him. Biden's in office, and we have this divide, the liberals, the Democrats, the Dixiecrats, or whatever you want to call them. I don't think they're really Democrats, but that's neither here nor there. But That's the difference. We don't have, and I would like to get RB's take on this, you know, from his perspective.
Yeah, go ahead, RG.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna piggyback on everybody else. I'm gonna piggyback. Go ahead,
Bernard
RG.
can be shocked, but you were right, like, Wednesday night when you said, Republicans will, I mean, whether they right or wrong, they're gonna stick with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But what I want people to hear, and I'm not being critical when I say this, but we as a community have got to get on one page. We will sit here and quote scripture, this and that and the other, and dog each other out, but then get mad when somebody else don't want to advocate for our community. And that's just, it is what it is. So how can we expect somebody to be on the same page with us when we don't want to be on the same page? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I will say this: there are things that he has done that have been good, things that he could have done better. And I agree. I mean, Asian Americans, I love my Asian American brothers and sisters. But what about African American legislation and reparations? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And you know what? All y'all, every last one of y'all have great. Everything you said was great. Everybody, and I understand everything you said. But my thing is this: at the end of the day, back in 2020, if it wasn't for the young black votes in America, all America, if it wasn't for the young black votes in America that they came out and voted, and the reason why they came out because they wanted Trump out, and Biden came and he said what he had to say at that time, right? And so the young black people went out there and they voted. They said, okay, this may change. This may change. Anything was better than that nut we just got out of. But sometimes when you come to the black community, when you come to anybody community, you come with an agenda. You come speaking truth. And you're speaking truth. Because at the end of the day, everybody can bull ass everybody. Everybody can do that. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able, and Stacey Adams too, or whatever, I don't think they're going to be able to get the young black votes back in 2022 and in 2024. And I'm saying this because I hear them, and I be around them. It's going to be hard. So it's hard work ahead of them. And one thing they need to do in Washington, D.C. is this here. They need to reset. They need to refocus. They need to refresh. They need to recharge. And they need to respect what we say when it comes to our black community. Yeah, we have issues, but we get enough people lying to us already. So that's, hey, at the end of the day, JoJo, I call him JoJo. JoJo don't need to get it together. JoJo don't need to get it together.
He said he was going to spend billions of dollars on infrastructure. Billions of dollars on infrastructure and bridges and roads. You know how many damn potholes I hit daily? You know how many times I had my damn axle fixed on my car within 2 months, but yet infrastructure, they building bridges and roads, and it take damn near 3 years just to get a stretch of a road built, but at the same time, is taxes coming out of my money, out of my paycheck? Coming out of my paycheck, that they're supposed to be building these bridges and roads that I have to go over and ride through every day and tearing up my vehicle. People want to hear what you're going to do for us. We want to hear these are daily issues. And the local politicians, it starts with them first. It starts with the local politicians first. Some of the things I just said, I take that from Biden. It starts from the local. Start from local.
You're right. You're right.
But no, let me ask you this. How, and we span about this a lot, but why are we as a community we want that? And I agree. I think it should happen, but we won't get out to the polls to put the right people in place. I mean, take on that.
RG. Wait, I ain't gonna get started. Wait a minute.
No, I'm asking you genuinely.
No.
What's your thought?
No, I'm telling you, hey. They did go to the poll in 2020. They did thought they put the right people in place. That's why we had so much turnout so many turnout come out. So many people that ain't never voted before have voted. Period. So I piggyback on what Jane said. Yeah, do start with the local, and then I'm gonna let Orlando Scott. I'm gonna let you bring us on this last one. We got 5. I'm gonna let you bring us on this and put icing on the cake. So your last word on this subject.
I think a house divided can't stand. We got to come together as a party, and I'm speaking of the Democrats because I'm one. And until that happens, we're gonna face the same thing. If you remember when President Obama got elected in 2008, we was all excited. We had this great turnout.
Yeah.
And then during the midterms, he didn't turn out, and we flipped the House, flipped the Senate, and he lost control.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're headed for the same thing. You got Herschel Walker that's running against Warnock.
Yeah.
And he has momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, UGA just won the national championship. All they got to do is go around and sign footballs.
That's it. That's all.
He don't have to talk. He don't have to talk.
He can't talk. He can't talk. All he gonna do is sign some football and run in the street and say, "Run, Herschel, run," and they go vote.
That's it.
Hey, the problem was this: Georgia won that national championship, and I'm telling you right now, one off them, man, y'all better come up with something to start momentum for Herschel, because man, you know how these folks is. You know.
That's what I was saying. People die for us to vote. People die for us to vote. People die for us to vote. But guess what? The people today ain't built like the people back then.
Yeah.
We are being killed by stuff. We are being killed by the people who look just like us.
Yeah.
That look just like us.
Right.
But you said something.
So as long as we hate each other, how you gonna get people to the polls?
Yeah.
You said something powerful. You said one of you said politics starts with the local offices. I'm paraphrasing.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll come out for the presidential, high 60 turnout. But when it comes to the local races, then we get 20% turnout.
Yeah.
18%, 19%.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And those races impact us much more than the presidential.
Yeah.
Hey, you get people.
Hey, let's keep it moving. Hey,
okay.
Like I said, we're gonna keep it moving on this subject. Let's keep it moving because this show I'm gonna get through everything. What's up, big man? Welcome, big man.
What up?
Gang sign. Okay.
Big man came right on time on this next subject. He came right on time. Hey, big man, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes.
What up?
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes on the first subject. If Biden can come back and get the black folks votes in the community. Give me 2 minutes on that.
Hey man, I feel like if you one of those chucking and jiving Negroes, he may get you. But for me, he ain't getting my vote, man. He done sold all this hope and all this other stuff, and he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Me personally, they talking about the voter rights bill and everything. I don't care nothing about that, man. I'm trying to put some paper in my pocket, some paper inside, my folks' pocket. That's all I care about. I don't care about no voters rights bill, none of that stuff. You want to vote early, go vote early. That's all you got to do, man. All this other stuff, I ain't trying to hear all that. Hey, so that's 1 minute for you. That's 1 minute.
Hey, Mr. Orlando Scott, we want to introduce this. My nephew, Big Man. He all in the family.
Okay, Big Man.
He cussed like Bernard.
We all came from the same root. So,
Mr. Scott, what's going on?
Hey, pleasure to meet you, sir.
Likewise, sir. Likewise.
That's one of Jamal's former students at Savannah State.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
That's RG. RG and Big Man is very good friends.
All right.
Yeah, that's my dude,
hey,
man.
Let's go.
Man, I gotta respect Big Man. Big Man cussed me out on the first show. I was like, dang, man.
I did. My bad. Sorry for my.
I'm messing with
you. Hey, we going deep. Next subject, Mr. Producer, we going deep. And the question was asked to me. These young ladies was asking questions and they want to know facts and they want to know right now. They want to know where can they find a good man at? Where can they find a good man at? And I'm gonna let y'all take that one, and I'm gonna piggyback on everybody else. I'm gonna let y'all go first. And big man, I'm gonna let you get this question first, big man.
First, where can you find a good man? Let me think. Joe can't find him in church because everybody in church be lying, so you can't find him in church. Sure, you might find him at a PTA meeting. Well, shoot. Where else can you find a good man? You might find a good one at the strip club, you know. That's where you might find a good man at.
And that's such on down the line.
Yeah. Shoot. Where else can you find a good man? But you know though, I don't think some women like a good man because it's like you could be Pope Francis, and it's like, you know, I don't know, it's like they want a roughneck or something like that, man. I don't know, but might find them at Walmart, you know, in the fishing aisle, you know. I don't know.
All right. What about you, RG? What about you, RG?
I was just saying, you know, everybody got their own definition of good, so, you know, but I would honestly, you know, big man, you're gonna get me on this one. I would honestly say start with the spirit. Anybody got a good spirit, then that's a good start. I ain't even gonna say church, because at the end of the day, you can meet somebody with a messed up spirit, and you might think they're attractive, but that part ain't gonna work out. So I would say start with what this spirit looks like. I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I tell you what a woman.
I know I broke up, bro.
I tell you what a woman told me. She said the first mistake they make, they go looking for a man. That's the first mistake. But you don't have to. You have to position yourself in certain places. These are some of the things they say. You pass up at least 20 good men just looking for Mr. Right.
Yeah.
Date with intention. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't let people waste your time. The sad truth of the matter is, everybody don't deserve a good man. These are women saying.
Yeah.
Everybody don't deserve a good man.
Oh, really?
Stop complaining. The woman said they call it the complain train. And they also say stop looking for poo poo and ray ray.
Somebody gonna miss out anyway.
Yeah.
All of that came out of the mouth of a woman.
Hey, man.
And
what about you, Mr.
They also said not one time did they say they're going to wait on God to bring them a man. They want to know where can they go.
Oh, I done heard that a few times, man.
Keep still, you'll find somebody. Just stand still, stay in your own skin, and don't move, and pray for one. Pray for one, he'll put somebody in your lap.
What about you, Orlando?
I think we have to define what is a good man. And this is a rhetorical question, so I'm not asking, but to each woman, that's all relevant. And I don't think a lot of women, so you look in the Black community, we are 67% of the households are single parent. 29% white. So is there a male in the house that's role modeling that behavior, but they know what they're looking for?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I can tell you can't find a good man shaking your booty on TikTok.
Well, you might.
You'll find a man.
You might find one.
You'll find a man. You might.
But you're gonna find me on there looking. So you might find one.
You might. Yeah. You got a point there, big guy. but I think, you know, going back to my original point, we gotta get the definition of it.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, I think that has to be taught and role model in the house. So that family structure has to change. So that's my 2 cents.
They got to fix the family structure, and the woman got to fix themselves. The same way we have to fix ourselves, so we'll be ready.
That's right.
So we'll be ready for a good woman.
But James, you brought up a good point, because if you find a good man, but you're not ready, then you're going to end up missing out.
Yeah. And you know what? I think every one of y'all had good points, and it's good. My thing is this: you first of all, if you going out there and you trying to find a good man, you ain't gonna find a good man. You gonna find something, but it ain't gonna be no man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we are good men, and you know what? We good men, and we have good women with us. It didn't take it overnight. You have to build a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you have to build it. You have to become a friend first before you become anything at the end of the day. So ladies, if you out there trying to find somebody, why don't you be patient? And you asking about where do you find a good man at? Hey, on the back burner of that.
Yeah,
exactly. Wait. Hold on, Jay. Wait. On the back burner of that now, we can ask where we find a good woman at. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It can go two ways, but at the end of the day, just be patient and men need to learn. First of all, number one is find a good man. Men need to know, some men, not all men, some men need to know how to treat a woman. You know how to keep a woman. You know how to the best thing that ever came in our life is a woman, because our mother is a woman. Respect the woman. Treat the woman right. Don't call a woman a H. Don't call a woman a B. Don't disrespect the woman. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and you respect what you have at the end of the day. And if you do that, and if you respect yourself, don't go out on the street where everybody can see what you got on, and that's nothing. Then how you gonna find a good man when you ain't got on nothing? You swinging around the pole like wee, and all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. So
says the script club veteran.
Hey, and that subject gonna come on down the line. That coming on down the line, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it like that.
Hey, even the women that's not on a pole, they'll tell you they can't find a good man. Even that woman who done went to school and got a degree, and she's at the house listening to all her old school record and sitting there eating ice cream wrapped up in her blanket by the fireplace. She can't find a good man either. But one thing she can do, she can figure out why she's sitting there wrapped up in the blanket by herself eating that ice cream. Something else is going on. So work on yourself. No. The same way we worked on ourselves to get a good woman. We ain't always been like this.
Hold up. It
took some time. It took some time for us to grow.
You get your rebuttal in, big man. You get your rebuttal in, and I'm gonna get my rebuttal in too. Go ahead.
All right. Now let's not act like let's just be real, right? It's a lot more easier for a man to find a good woman than for a woman to find a good man. Here's why I say that. For one, women got to fight for, you know what I'm saying, to find that one good one, because for one, the ratio is different. It's like 9 women to like 1 man.
Well, that's city to city.
So I'm seeing black women die alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't find nobody. Either that or they going to alternative routes, because it's not enough of us out here in the first place. Now, and then at that, I feel like some women's standards are just too high. It's like y'all require a lot from a man, but you ain't bringing nothing to the table. So
passed up those 20.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? For me as a man, I'm like, man, the hell with that. I'd rather take my chances with Lisa, Susie, and Erica, you know what I'm saying, than to be sitting around here, stuck with one person who can't do nothing for me. Now, I'm not speaking for me. I'm saying in general, because I'm married. But some guys are thinking this, why settle with one when I can have a plethora, especially if the ones who I want to settle down with ain't bringing nothing to the table for me.
Right. And I understand that. My thing is this: JB says something about the woman wrapping up in the blanket.
That guy got issues.
Hey, she wrapping up in the blanket with some sitting on the couch with some eating some ice cream. That's the problem right there. She wrapping up eating ice cream. You get rid of the ice cream, you know. Hey, you get rid of the ice cream, you might can get a man. That note, we gonna move on. hey.
Just wait, women. Sit at home and wait on the Lord to bring you a good man.
Yeah, right. Keep waiting. Keep waiting.
I'm gonna change something.
You're gonna be on the. Keep waiting.
You're
gonna be on the railroad track with a scar in your mouth. Keep waiting.
Mr. Scott, he agree with me with that.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right.
The Lord to bring you a good man. Just keep waiting, ladies.
Hey, it's gonna be all right. At the end of the day,
He hear your prayers.
Hey,
Oh,
we love you, Jay. Hey, James, he had like he got a dictionary sitting up there with everything what a woman want to say, like he got a dictionary up there. So, hey, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to this here. We're gonna move on to meantime, between time. And this I put this in there because it's absolutely the truth. It's this here. Do the politician need to put up or shut up? Do the politician, and that's everywhere, locally, globally, they need to put up or shut up. And either one of y'all can tackle that first question. Put up or shut up.
Well, I'll say this. Yeah, the Democrats, yeah. I just get lost when Democrats get the power and they just don't go, they don't play the game. They just, I appreciate nice, but I also appreciate getting it done. So, you know, give you a case in point, when Trump and the Republicans had a chance to do that Supreme Court selection, they didn't ask for no permission. They were very much in your face. We're going to get it done. We don't do that on the Democratic side. And so I'm not trying to say it's right or wrong. I just think we could do a little better at that.
Okay. You go ahead, JB. Go ahead, big man.
Yeah, man. So I feel the same way too. I mean, for me personally, man, I'm not waiting on the politicians. I mean, I feel like, you know, and I've said this before on the show, you got to go out here and, you know, get it yourself. Like, you know, you sitting right here waiting on somebody to do something for you, you know, you be waiting another 400 years. So, I do feel as if, you know, the Democrats, you know, they like to, I would say, procrastinate a lot. You know, they tell you that, well, it's funny, around election time, you see a lot of, you know, voter rights issues. You know, you see a lot of police shooters and everything. Then once the election's over with, you don't see it no more. As if they baiting you. You know what I'm saying? They baiting you and they trying to get the black, you know, community riled up. But once you go out here and vote for them, nothing really changes. So for me, the hell with them. You know, I'm not, you know, for me personally, I would say till I see a change, I'm never voting Democrat again, because, you know, they're just hypocrites. They're hypocrites. And then plus, I feel like they going just too left for me. Too left. A lot of stuff that's going on, I don't agree with it. And you know, I feel like, you know, certain people, well, I just don't agree with it. That's it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Hey, let me say this here. And one of the reasons why I invited Mr. Orlando Scott on and Mr. Robert RG is because, you know, they're more into the politics and everything and working for the community and everything. And they have more, you know, touch to the people than we do. I brought Big Man on it because Big Man gonna say, he's speaking for this one of the young black men, and he's speaking for the young black men and women. So my thing is this: he got good points on what he's saying, and I'm gonna change the show up for a minute. He got good points on what he's saying, right? So this is what I'm gonna do, and then I'll let James piggyback on all this. Mr. Did you hear what Big Man has said? So I want you to do a rebuttal on what he said, and then RG, you do a rebuttal on what Big Man said, because these are the young. He just said he would never vote Democrat again. These are young people out there now feel the same way. So go ahead.
So we we've done a disservice to the youth and to the generation that's coming behind us, where they have no incentive. They have no incentive to go to the poll. And I hear that a lot with millennials. I hear that a lot with Gen X's. But I think our mindset with voting has to change, big man. I think we have to vote for the best candidate, not for the most popular candidate.
Of course, yeah.
I think that registered voters have to show up in numbers versus staying at home. And then when we get the right candidate in there, we have to hold them accountable. So a lot of people will complain, a lot of people will talk, but won't do anything. And collectively, we gotta hold them to the fire. You see that happening in Savannah right now, and it's uncomfortable, but I think it's neat. And until we do that, I don't think nothing's going to change. So I understand your struggles with voting, but to say that I'm not going to vote for a Democrat, voting for somebody. So I hate to say the lesser of the two, but the greater of the two, but you have to make a decision.
Yeah. So, oh, you go ahead. I'm sorry, RJ. Go ahead.
You can go ahead and fold us all up in one. But I would say this: I respect whatever side you vote. Just vote. My only thing is, vote for your values. For example, weeping time. I'll use weeping time as an example. You got black folk in office who don't even understand or care to understand the history of weeping time and why that's important to black folk. But yet we put those people at the table to make decisions for us. And I always vote. I try to at least vote for people who I feel like are going to be either A, progressive thinking, or B, going to lean into the values the way I lean into the values. So for me, going back to weeping time, I will vote for somebody who's going to preserve our history, who's going to respect our culture, and who's not going to sell out when the wind blows. So whether that be Republican or Democrat.
Okay. So I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
All right. Here's why I say I won't vote Democrat. Or at that, okay, I will vote for the best candidate. But reason why right now I despise the Democrats, you got the House and the Senate. You got a chance to pass a weed legislation that will decriminalize marijuana for a lot of people who's in jail right now over a gram of weed. And y'all wouldn't even do that. 2, y'all could also pass a bill that'll lower student loan debt for millions of people across the country. Got the House and the Senate won't even do that. Biden ran off of that. He promised that. A bill hasn't been signed yet. That's why I say y'all worried about a voter rights bill, but I'm like, I've been voting since I was 18 years old, and I've never went to the poll and was turned around. That's just me. So I'm like, y'all voting for a bill that was really 50 years back in the making, to where I can see if it was like 1960 or whatever. But hell, it's 2022. I'm not worried about no damn voter rights bill. I'm worried about a bill that's going to help my people pay off these student loan debts. Also, a bill that's going to, make sure that these weed laws are changed, because, guys are getting locked up over a gram of weed. So that's what I'm worried about. Also, I'm worried about, trying to put money in the pockets of the American people, because, this guy ran off of, I'm going to make sure. Well, okay. This guy got on the Breakfast Club and said, if y'all don't vote for me, you ain't black enough. Well, you passing bills for everybody, the Asian community, Mexican community, Jewish community, but you ain't passed one bill for black folks yet. That's why I say I'm never voting Democrat, because you know what? Just being real with you, I ain't voted for him this past term. Just being real with you, because I knew he wasn't gonna do nothing for us.
Right.
But Bernard, ask Big Man the same question I asked you a moment ago. I would love his answer on that.
What it was?
So Big Man. So we want all this change and progress, and I do want that change and progress for our people. but we don't want to get out and go do what we got to do, which is voting. So how can you expect somebody to advocate for us when we out here shucking and jiving and dogging each other out?
Okay, now on the last election, didn't more black people vote than any other time in American history? Right?
That's true.
Right, but
That's true.
I agree. I agree. I thought you were gonna pull me up now.
No. So I'm saying, okay, if we didn't vote, well then what was that? Because real talk, Biden wouldn't have won Georgia without black folks. John also wouldn't have won Georgia. Even the preacher from Savannah wouldn't have won Georgia either without black folks. Real talk. So you saying, okay, let's get out here and vote. We did that. It's going on almost 2 years. Well, so 1 year has passed already, and not one bill has been passed for black folks. And I said, I don't care about no voter rights bill. That was 50 years ago. 50 years ago. I want a bill for black people to where it's gonna elevate us. And I said this before. When Trump was running for office, he had a plan, that platinum plan. When Biden had it, when Biden was running, he said, well, we'll talk to y'all after the election. So he ain't had a plan for us at all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and then mind you now, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm for whoever gonna benefit my people and make sure that we elevate. This dude was gonna give over $500 billion to black people only. But real talk, niggas said no because, Negroes said no because they ain't like how you talk to people. Like, dude, are you serious? This dude gave more money to HBCUs than any other president in history. So, like I said before, I don't care about what you think about me, what you say about me. All I care about is, okay, what can you do for black people? And so far, Biden haven't done nothing for black people yet. That's my rebuttal.
Right. Hold on, little James. Hey, Mr. Producer, why don't you put Tanya question her respond back up, and James, you read it for me.
She said that there's no perfect political party.
No, this right here. Put that one right there.
Consider local government, i.e., judges, councilmen, mayors, etc.
Okay. All right. Well, Jay, pick it back off that.
Well, I want to pick up where Big Man left off at, and I think before Big Man came on the show, we were talking about something similar to what he's talking about, and I stated that what we really need, people want food on their table. Gas prices are so high, taxes, and these are some of the things that these young folks, they want what's relevant. And like you said, a bill 50 years ago, they want to know what you're going to do for them today. We're in the what you're going to do era now.
Yeah.
And so, and if we don't listen to these kids, if we don't listen to them, we're gonna get further and further back. Yeah. And so I truly understand exactly what he's saying. You got kids with student loans that they can't pay back. They're stressed out, having mental issues because they don't know what the hell they want to do. And they need real help. They need real help. And that's why they're moving away from the political scream, so to speak, because they don't want to be a part of it. And the politicians should be ashamed of themselves that young people don't even want to be a part of the political arena.
Yeah.
And it's so taboo, nobody want to touch it, nobody want to address it. I'd rather vote for somebody like Mr. Scott or Julius Hall, somebody like Julius Hall who never been into the politics but has the heart to want to do the right thing. And so we see these politicians doing the same thing over and over and over. They done been in there for damn near 30, 40 years, running the house. And it's the same old thing. And people want to see some changes. They're getting tired of us getting shot down in the street. They put that on the news every night. Exactly. So,
but you know what though, JB, I totally agree with everything you said. The problem is we will vote for people because that's my cousin or that's this and that and the other. And you got, like you said, you got good people like Julius and Orlando, and because you don't necessarily know them, see people, and the thing, I ain't gonna go down.
The ones who are not doing nothing.
I'm gonna go down. The thing is, stop listening to narratives about people that you don't know, because I can go out there and tell you any kind of narrative about Orlando, what I can tell you, but what you don't realize is the opponent to him might seem awesome, but when he get at that table, will he advocate for you?
Right.
But see,
Right.
we go with what we think we know, and we
Yes.
get out there and we put these people in place. And now look at what, and I go back to weeping time.
Yeah.
Weeping time should not even be a discussion.
Right. You got to know the history. You got to know the history.
Well, you got to know the people. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if you're not going to advocate for your own kind, I'm definitely not going to put you at the table, man.
Right.
Sorry.
And my thing is this.
Just want you to pave the street for 4 years, the same way you paved the street for us to get out there doing the campaign and vote for you. Same thing you told us doing the campaign. We want you to see you do it for 4 years so we can give you another 4 years.
Yeah.
But you'll go, and you'll go chuck and jive with the other side. But I'm going to leave that alone.
I got a question. So for the ones who's in Savannah right now, how do y'all think Van Johnson is doing as a mayor?
Hey, I'm going to take this question here. I'm going to piggyback on everybody what they just said. That's why I took my tie off now, because it's about to get juicy up in here. It's about to get juicy. I'm going to say this here. I get tired of people want to use social media, want to get on Facebook, want to get on Instagram, want to get on, some people try to get on ATR or whatever. They get here and they run their mouth. And they think that they're the only one that know about politics. They're the only one know what they're talking about. So my thing is, some of them need to shut up. Some of them need to shut up. If you're not for the people, and if you're not for what's right, stay off social media. I get tired of people. They want to give you numbers. They want to say it's what you call it, money or whatever. They always talking about, it's the economic. At the end of the day,
you don't talk about me and Jay Jones now.
It's in your heart. It's in your heart. It's in your heart to do right. It's in your heart. You don't have to have $1 million to do right. At the end of the day, and I get tired of them, our people. Not only that, I'm talking about our people. Stop voting because we the same color. Okay? You got some white folks, you got some black folks, you got some Asian, everything got heart. Everybody is not bad at the end of the day. We're not saying that, and I'm not saying that either. But I am so tired of them using the social media platform to get a vote. And for Van Johnson, I'm gonna say this here, and who don't like it, I really don't care. I really don't care. This dude here is I call him, he's a sellout. He's not doing his job. All he want to do is go around and have press conference and take $83,000 to redo his office. And at the end of the day, he riding around like he all that. Dude, you're not all that. At the end of the day, y'all need to vote him out at the end of the day and stop piggybacking, giving other people money so you can stay in office. It's wrong. And who don't like it, hey, Google me and send me a message, period.
Bernard, you said something. Go ahead, Dr. Fauci. Bernard, you said something a minute ago, and that's what people need to realize, though. See, we want to place judgment in the court of public opinion. See, what people don't realize, Bernard. See, God judge your heart, not your action. And when we realize that, then we're gonna have politicians that'll do better.
Yeah. But you know what?
Want to get out, we got politicians want to get out here and see reporting, do the photo releases. They ain't doing nothing for your community. Yeah. They ain't doing nothing.
Mr. Scott, what's your opinion?
So I honestly, and I'm a facts kind of based driven guy. So if I don't know all the facts of what's going on behind the scene, it's kind of hard for me to make an opinion one way or the other. But here's what I would say. If I were Van, if I were the mayor dealing with what I'm dealing with now, I think he has to fix his relationship with his peers. As a leader is 3 components to a leader: character, courage, and commitment. If you have those 3 components, you're a leader. I think Mayor Johnson has to have the courage, get everyone in a room and figure out how can we move the city forward both have to listen. Both sides have to listen and come to some type of compromise to move the narrative forward. Until that happens, I think we'll have 4 years wasted where he has really done very little
Exactly.
to the people that need help the most. And that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing about Van. So he was the alderman of West Savannah.
Okay.
Now, have you seen any change in West Savannah when he was alderman? Have you seen any money allocated to West Savannah?
Very little.
So that was a sign right there to tell you right there, okay, look, if he can't even clean up his own house and make sure that his own backyard is cleaned up or getting funds from the city like these other jurisdictions did, then that'll tell you right there that, you know, he's incapable of being mayor of Savannah. Because real talk, you know, regardless of what folks may think, all that new construction and everything, that was based off of the old mayor. Real talk. That white man. That was what his name is.
And it's gonna displace black folks.
Like
Eddie DeLoach.
Yeah, exactly. That was based off of dealings that he had. Now Van inherited that. Now, mind you, now, my mom stayed on Price Street, Price and 40th Street. 10 years ago, all her neighbors were black. Look now, that whole area is being gentrified. She the only black person on that block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, folks in sold out their houses and everything for, you know, $20,000, $30,000. Houses worth, you know, houses worth, you know, $400,000 now. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that that's Van's fault, but what I'm saying is, you know, you got to give incentives to people who are in that community to make them want to stay in those homes and, you know, try to repair those homes, because West Savannah is next. You know, that Can Park is next. You know, every time I come home, you know, always see, you know, I ride by those areas and I see it coming. I see it coming. That big SCAG building by Bobo's, that was the start. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Tire City gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and I was on Hall Street. That house on the corner on Hall Street. Our grandmother's sister lived there, right? And she stayed there for almost 40-something years. And all this time, we thought they actually owned that home, and it was pretty much written. It was written, right? And so now there's like almost like condominiums and across the street, high rise, and it just blows your mind.
MLK,
in 30 to 40 years, how things can change if we don't own anything. Now, if she actually owned that particular house on that corner, she will be making buku money right now for rent.
Yeah, and you're right. But my thing is this. I think this show here, and I love the way this show going, because at the end of the day, sometimes we laugh, we joke, we have a good time, we have different questions and all that. But I want to stay on the topic here is because it's 2022 is voting, and we want people to vote for the right people. And at the end of the day, some people don't get a chance to hear Brian, Robert talking, or Big Man, Mr. Scott, or James, or me talk, because we doing other stuff during the day in shows. So some people right now sitting around listening to us, and that's the only time they can, when Friday night tune in at America After Dark. So my question is here, and I'm gonna ask you, because you know I'm promoting, is why? And I'm gonna ask Robert this, and I'm gonna ask Orlando this: why is so that Alicia and Keisha, I call them the hardest working women in Savannah, why that they don't have so much support them? Because they doing, I mean, every time I go down there, I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Like I met them for the first time doing the holiday Christmas, Kwanzaa, right? And it's sad that you got, you know, these women, and then Van, it seems like every time they break up something, he gonna knock it down. Y'all kind of tell the people what is really going on and
why.
why.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, people fear real leaders, and Keisha and Alicia are real leaders. What I mean by that is they're courageous, they're gonna speak the truth, and they're unapologetic. And people can't take that directness. People are intimidated by that. I think that's one thing that people are seeing is that they're very direct and they're very forward and they're very in your face. The other part I think it is that people don't like powerful women. If you look at the civil rights, we would have never had a civil rights era had it not been for black women.
Mm-hmm.
But now we act like, oh my God, a strong black woman is a bad thing. No, it's actually a good thing. And I think those two things alone create barriers for them because they don't back down. And that's one of the that they do not back down regardless of the challenge. And that's brilliant. So I mean, I know I'm probably chopping up y'all, but yeah, that's my take on it.
All right. Go ahead, Orlando.
I love those ladies, Keisha and Keisha. I have the trailblazers, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for them. I believe is bigger than Mayor Johnson. When you have these progressive, they are true, progressive politician, public servants that are trying to make real change. It shakes up everything. It shakes up the entire establishment. Mm-hmm. And I believe that's why they're getting that pushback on every level. You see this on the state level. You see this on the federal level, where these progressive candidates, they're coming at them hard.
Yeah.
And they're the first of this new wave of Democrats. And I feel that the next wave that comes behind them will probably have it a little easier, but this is supposed to happen. If you think about it, the Republicans are not going back to the Republican Democrat, but they're not going to give up power. They're not going to lay down and give up power. They'll lie, cheat, steal, do whatever they have to do to keep control. And that's the reality.
Yeah.
So I think it's bigger than just the ladies versus men. That's my.
Yeah. But my thing is this here too, is those some great young ladies at the end of the day. And they need to back off. They need to back off. And I'm personally say this here. They need to back off. They need to back off, and they need to support those ladies at the end of the day. And if not, I'll personally come down there and have a meeting with Van Johnson personally. And that's personally. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
what I say.
Period.
You know what I say? You keep. I always say this. You're gonna keep putting a bear in the corner, and when that bear comes tearing your behind up,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen is one of them might run for mayor.
Yeah.
Then what you gonna do?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, hey, we get support because at the end of the day, man, we have some. Oh Lord, I caught myself.
Okay, say it.
Hey, we got some big behind men's. Some beach behind men's.
You said Beach High School?
Yeah, we got some
That's
beach
what it sound like.
men, period.
Oh!
So,
right.
And you're right. So I just want to get all that in because they need our support. Like I said, it's 2022. Normally we'll be acting a fool, but I want to take this as a serious moment because we may never have a serious moment like this here again when it comes to the show because we got other guests coming on. But I wanted to use this show because we got Orlando Scott running for office. We got RG running for office. We got Dr. Jamal looking like he running for office. So
it's President Touré to you. President.
Hey, President.
I don't believe in politics. I don't believe in politics.
Okay, he don't believe in politics. Hey, But he dressed up like, but you dress up like a politician. But you dress up like a politician.
I'm just tied to God. I'm just God's angel. That's all I'm here. I'm here to smite. I'm here to smite you on your neck. I'm here to destroy y'all.
Hey,
Mr. Scott, what you running for, man? I didn't even know you was running. What are you
running for? I haven't announced anything yet, so we'll just hold tight.
Okay, my bad. Hey, I ain't mean to bust you out. Sorry about that. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm running for Savannah mayor in 2027 or 2024 or whatever it is. Trust me.
23.
Hey, and I already got the agenda.
What's your agenda? Tell us.
Huh?
We need to know. The people want to know.
Hey, my agenda is this. Let me tell you the funny part, right? So I was talking to Alicia, though, right? When I first met her, I said, I'm running for mayor. She said, okay, come on. I said, all I'm gonna do is party. And she said, well, you got to have some kind of agenda to do it. I said, nah. At the end of the day, my agenda just says be fair, treat people right, no matter what color it is. If you promise somebody you're gonna do something, do it. It's like this here. If you promise your wife you're gonna get her a new ring, get her a new ring. Because if you don't get her that new ring, you ain't gonna be able to come in that house. So promise the people, and speak the truth and stop being fake. There's a lot of fake AZZ politicians out there that look like us. And you know what? They take it and they want to run with it because they want to butt heads with these people, and they want to like, hey, you know what? We would quote the other people who got money, whatever. They done Savannah, Georgia, just pull out to scare by everything, and that's the problem. Until y'all get control of that, y'all will get control of Savannah.
Checkmate.
My contract with the shows on ATR and America After Dark, I cannot be on any show that somebody saying they're gonna run for mayor against my brother. I cannot do that, and I cannot allow to on any show where there's any criticism of my brother. And my brother Robert Bryant understands that because again, I cannot do that. So I'm going to be signing off, or I'm going to black myself. I cannot. I'm going to talk to my agent. I got to talk. I got to call my agent right now.
Tell him to do his job, man. That's all. Tell him to do his job.
What's your rate? How do you hold your brother accountable?
That's a tough question. You can't run away when it ain't when we're talking about your good buddies and friends. No, don't run away from them. You got to stand there and take the punches, man. You got to stand
my family members. Y'all forget they're my friends and my family members, and I cannot tolerate and let y'all go and do that. I can't.
We don't want to hold family members and friends accountable.
That's it. That's it. Hey.
Wait, no, we'll hold them accountable. We'll hold them accountable and gossip. But we got to start holding them accountable and be like, look, man, hey, these are some things I see you might want to do different. We talk about it in the scripture. I ain't going to go there. Go ahead, Bernard.
Hey, we gonna
y'all trying to cause a revolution in my family. Y'all trying to cause a revolution. Y'all trying to cause a revolution in my community. And I can't allow that to happen. That's why I don't fool with politics. That's why I'm not getting involved in none of this right here. Y'all are damn the hell.
Hey, Jamal. Hey, I like your new haircut. And meantime, between time, we're going to move on. And this is what we have here. Part 2, season 2, we have Ice Corner. Ice Corner, here we go. Ice Corner.
Oh, Lord, not that again. Oh, Jesus. This is what I need to sign off on. Oh, my God.
No, you don't. You need to stay. Go ahead, Ike's Corner.
Mr. Scott, they forgot to tell you how crazy this show can get as the time go on. and you might hear a whole lot of stuff you might not agree with, but you'll appreciate it in the morning. So somebody got to lighten the mood up a little bit because it was getting a little heated. And on Ike's Corner, we just sitting around talking. I even had some good stuff for you guys tonight, but it's got so heated. So I think I'm gonna wait until next week to do it because I was getting ready to tell you guys what part of Africa you came from, how many slaves that landed on Savannah Beach on Tybee Island back in 1767. I was going to get deep, but you was already deep, so we need a little light and mood. So everybody back here behind me in Ike's Corner smoking cigars and drinking and Some of them playing with tarot cards.
Look at Jamal.
I got some tarot cards in my hand here, and I got 2 questions, but I can only choose one. Now, the first one said, imagine most people being at their embarrassing moment. And on the flip side, not able to sit down for the rest of your life. Can you imagine your ass not able to sit down for the rest of your life? You can't even go to the bathroom to take a shit because you can't even bend over. You can't even sit down. Be covered in fur or use toilet paper made out of sandpaper. Now you can't even bend over. So now, Jamal, you got to wipe your ass with sandpaper. Now, how is that going to work? How is that going to work, Jamal? Never watch TV again, Jamal. Never watch TV again or always smell like a dog. So now you can't sit down. You got to wipe your ass with toilet paper and you just smelling all day long. Just smelling all day long, Jamal. And walk over and get stung by a bee or have an extra nose. Now you got to smell all that shit because you got 2 noses now, Jamal. You got 2 noses, so you got to take all that smell. So another one, Jamal, do a dance like the Macarena or be afraid of water. So now you can't take no damn bath. You can't take no bath because you're standing up all day. You can't damn bend over and you're scared of water. All right? Bite your tongue every time you speak or be captured by aliens. So, Jamal, you got to be an alien. Because now you can't damn bend over. So that's something just like an alien. Have a mullet, Jamal, or spend a year on a deserted island. Now I got to send your ass to a deserted island because you're acting like an alien. You can't sit down, you can't wipe your ass, you gotta use sandpaper. So now you're an alien, Jamal. And Jamal, live in the same place forever, or should everyone just tell you how ugly you are? So, Jamal, you got a whole lot going bad for yourself, and I'm trying to help you. Another one, Jamal, have a mattress made of glass or live for 300 years. So now you got to walk around smelling like shit for 300 years. I know you got a towel tonight, Jamal, but you got to walk around for 300 years smelling yourself. Jamal, eat ass like an ice cream or you forget the previous day. So hopefully, Jamal, all of this will go away. You won't remember none of this. You won't remember none of this tomorrow because the previous day is going to come. Jamal, lead a boring life forever or lose all your existent memories. So now, Jamal, you don't have to worry about nothing because you can't remember nothing that just happened to you. We love you, brother, here on Ike's Corner.
Hey.
I gotta say this right here to America, to all of America, and Orlando Scott is gone now. Terry is gone right now. Right. Rob Bryan's gone right now. I had to let everybody know when Ike says that you won't remember nothing. When you won't remember nothing, you won't remember nothing in the morning after you done took 5 shots of alcohol. That's what it is. After you done have 5 shots of alcohol, you ain't gonna remember nothing, so that's why. Okay. So again, after you take 5 shots of alcohol, that's when you won't remember nothing. You ain't gonna remember nothing in the morning. So that's why you might need to do that. Y'all might need to drink your alcohol right now. Because again, Ike's Corner, I try to tell y'all, America. I try to tell y'all.
Hey, and that's another section with Ike's Corner.
Hey, big man, that's how you loosen up. Loosen up all the politics for the night. Yeah, you interject something in to loosen people up on Ike's Corner.
Hey, yeah, I got. Oh, Mr. Orlando Scott, just to share this with you, you will not remember anything in the morning from Ike's Corner after you take 10 shots of alcohol. You got to take 10 shots of alcohol so you will remember nothing in the morning.
Hey,
you will not remember that. I will walk around for 300 years smelling up for funk, stuff like that, and sleeping on a glass mattress, broken glass mattress, and not on a deserted island, eating ice cream of ants. So you won't remember none of that. But take your 10 shots of alcohol. Karen just take 5. Robert just take 5. Orlando, because you were just not joining them, please, for the love of God, understand that's what happened on Ike's Corner. You got to take you several shots of alcohol.
Hey,
brother Bernard. Brother Bernard didn't tell me about Ike's Corner. That wasn't part of the contract.
You never know what you might get.
And hey, I'm sorry, and we'll add some more stuff on your contract the next time. We'll get your hands up. Hey.
Ike's corner is getting worse. I'm letting you know. I can only imagine what's going to happen next week. It is getting worse. It is getting worse.
Hey, and you know what? Vanity told me to let Ike do his corner, and baby, he did his corner. But if he would have did that one about all the folks on Tommy, laying up there, we stepping on them, I don't think we would need to hear that tonight.
Hey, that's why I held off on it.
No,
right, and I appreciate it.
They got 400 years of funk. They got 400 years of funk. They're the ones he's talking about. He's saying me, but they are part of. They're the ones that was not even to wipe themselves clean. That's what he's talking about.
Hey,
I'm trying to tell Mr. Scott when the show came on how bad this thing is going to get as we go. Hey, so you're going to have to stay in there and hang in there to the duration of the show.
And now we're finna get really bad. We finna get really bad. The question is this here. Open mic. I'm going to switch up. Open mic is this here. Do all men need, at some point, take the blue pill? Take the blue pill. At some point, do all men have to take the blue pill? Mr. Scott, you go on with that. Come back on. Answer that.
Hey.
I'll go for it.
Hold on. Hey, we're going to pick it back. We're going to let the guest, we're going to pick it back. Go ahead, Mr. Scott.
I was told as you get older, sometimes you need a little help. So I just end it there.
Okay. Political. That's a good answer. Hey, what about you, big man?
I don't know. I ain't had to take it, so I don't know. Man. I don't know, man. You asking the wrong brother, you know. You asking the wrong one. That's what. Hey, what's that, R. Kelly? Hey, man. That's for you old folks, man. That for me. That's for you old folks, man.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, go ahead, Jamal.
I would say yes and no, depending on how your testosterone level is. But I say you ain't got to get the blue pill. You can get the honey from Julius Hall. Julius Hall sells the honey. He sells the sex honey. Julius Hall. So I'm making a single club for Julius Hall. Bam. And guess what? Julius Hall, I not get 10% of all the sales right now.
Hey.
Bam, I'll let you know that.
Hey, Jamal. Hey, you can go there. But you can go to Walmart too.
I'm with y'all.
You trying to undercut me? I'm trying to get that 10% of Julius Hall. Mr. Producer, you trying to get the producer. See how we try to keep the money in the family? He trying to take it on to Walmart and Walgreens and CVS and Rite Aid.
Hey, see, y'all don't want to keep it real on America After Dark.
Hey, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Y'all know when y'all 20s, y'all used to do that speed and Spanish fly. All that stuff is the same as a pill. Now you sit up here, you done got up in age, trying to flex and think that you still got it, that you still the man when you 20 years old. Like you 20 years old, talking about you ain't never took no blue pill, and everybody on this show know they done everybody on this show know they done bid 50% off of that pill for that 100 milligrams. You done bid 50% of it off. You know it, and tell the truth. You don't need it, but you done heard, man, if you take this, you talking about elevating your game. So don't sit there and act like ain't none of y'all ain't elevated your game. Come on now. It ain't that you need it. It's that you elevated yourself just a little bit more. And just like that commercial from Frank Thomas, and I bet you she'll love it too.
Hey, go ahead, RG.
Hey, I'm gonna copy what Brother Amir said. I think yes and no, depending on your makeup, your life, your stress, all that. So.
Okay.
What that got to do with taking a blue pill?
Hey,
let me tell you something.
All y'all,
you stressed out with all these
all y'all asses and everything at the end of the day. But I'm gonna put it all in perspective like this here.
Well, you got you put off like Charlie.
Hey, at the end of the day, You can give me the blue pill, the black pill, the honey nut, whatever you want to give me. Because hey, I got a young one and I need all the power I can get to bang, 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 bang. Shit. Bang, 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 all the power.
Y'all been drinking natural light.
Hey, Bernard.
I can't lose it.
Let them stick with the 10 minutes and you continue to go 2 hours.
Mr. Producer, have you heard? I've been trying to look out for you, but you see how Bernard been functioning, right? You heard, so and you heard about. See, they ain't say nothing about the honey. I was trying to promote the honey. You heard that, right, Mr. Producer?
Hey, that honey something.
All right. Honey. So I got the producer on the phone right now. So yeah, I'm telling them. So I just want to get my 10%. Thanks.
Hey,
I wish somebody could call God tonight.
But you know what? Hey, I'm on a serious note. If you go in those Asian stores, those full of steak and stores, especially up here, that's all you see on the counter now. You got honey juice,
weed, man.
you got Hardest-Field, you got all that, and they're selling all that, and they're making a profit. So if you ever have a problem, with the problem, just get Julius Hall for the honey, and then we call. Well, I can't put this boy's name out. Hey,
get you some honey.
Yeah. Well, I had to go and say this now, but Coach Sam Carter would tell you, you just need to get yourself together. You need to you need to work out. That's what Coach Sam Carter would tell you. So I got Jennifer for 27-17. Again, another shameless plug, 27-17. That he said, if you work out, you will get it up. That's what he said, Coach Sam Carter.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. You gotta lose some of that weight, man. You gotta lose some of that weight, man.
So that's why you're working out? That's why you're working out, Jamal?
No, no, that's not why.
Why are you working out?
People want to know why.
Why am I working out?
Yeah.
Because God came to me and told me. God came to me and God said, Jamal, you need to go and work out. And so that's why I go and work out. So God had told me, because God and I have a relationship. And like I shared with you last week, Bernard, God had already said that you damn to hell, and Ike Carter's going there too. And anybody who follows up with Ike Carter, Orlando Scott, do not do that.
Put it like there you go. Wonderful honey. You buy a box and get one free. Buy a box and get one free, and you will have a good time with your honey.
Hey, bro, you gotta get that. You gotta get that honey.
That's
bro.
it.
That honey is something else. I had some of that honey, but last night with my fried chicken. There's nothing like that honey. Jamal, get you some of that honey, Jamal.
Hey.
I ain't got no honey for me to have the honey for. I ain't got no honey.
Hey, Big Man, you know what? Hey, you know what they say? They say once you use that honey and you walk around and the girls will say, "Woo, working with a monster."
We are now with rated R TV people.
And the sponsor for the America After Dark dating show will be the honey.
The honey. That's right. The honey. Hey, that's right, baby. I'm bringing the honey to you, honey.
Hey, Jamal. I got 2 people on that honey already.
Okay. Oh, I thought you saying you got 2 people for the dating show that I'll be on. That's why I thought you were saying, okay.
That's it. Hey, Jamal, we working on it. On it. It's coming. Hey, what Mr. Ivan say? Welcome, Mr. Ivan.
Jamal, we working on it. Jamal, work out to be eligible for the Salvation Army Olympics in 2024. You're looking good, boy. Keep it going.
Hey, you know what? And since we're already working on the honey, because I'm already heated up, and I got a honey wait. I got hey, she waiting on me. So let's talk about something else to make us get more honey. Hey, the question is, can you and your woman go to the script club together, whether it be a man's club or a ladies club? Will you take your woman to a script club, man or woman?
Who gonna keep the kids?
Jamal.
Negative.
Hey, go ahead, RG. Go ahead. You sit back. You ask
Man.
this question, RG.
Look like you already in a strip club.
The thing is, people gotta stop looking at things as bad. We want to categorize like strip
Right.
club bad. It ain't bad. It's art. And
Right.
if you can, here's the thing: if you insecure, the answer gonna be no. Feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, most women are secure with themselves. They ain't got no problem going.
Right. You right.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Scott? In your days?
Brother Bernard, you gonna get me kicked out of the church. I cannot take my
Go ahead
woman
and
to the
say
strip
fast.
club.
Mr. Scott.
Hold on. Let Mr. Scott talk. Go ahead.
I cannot take my wife to the strip club. No.
I don't think you're gonna do that, though.
Hey,
Mr. Scott.
All right. Hey.
No.
Zero chance you're gonna be deported if you answer that question, Mr. Scott. Zero chance. They're not gonna kick you out.
Hey, what about you, big man?
I mean, I have, but I would prefer not to, though, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's like I feel like she got to be with it, you know, and not just on like birthdays and special occasions.
Yeah.
Because for me, I don't mind. I don't mind looking at women. You know what I'm saying, naked, but like with my woman, I don't want her feeling insecure in certain ways. Now, with my homeboys, something like that, yeah, that's all good. But like with my main lady, nah. Now my little side piece, no, I'm joking.
Oh no!
You got to corrupt it, Terrence.
No.
Mr. Producer,
I don't mess with it.
Hey, what you say, Mr. Scott?
I say, Mr. Producer, help.
No.
Hey, for real though, no, I wouldn't.
So what about a men's club? What about that's a woman? What when you go for what about the men?
Yeah, I know you ain't just asked big man that question.
No, because the question was asked to me. If y'all gonna take a woman to the strip club, then why a woman can't take the men to a men's club?
We're looking at some. I'm about to say. What I'm looking at some D. Come on, man. No, man, I'm good. I ain't going to no Chippendale club. No, I'd rather her go with her homegirls than I'm saying me being. No, I'm good, man.
All right. What about you,
Reverend? You know what though? I heard it get crazy in there too, man. I mean,
it get real crazy.
Hey, your girl might go there by herself, but never mind.
That's another subject. What about you, Jamal?
I would never ever do anything like that.
The strip club don't have no band and no singers.
Hey, you know what?
Because my lady who I'm with, she's gonna be the sexiest thing, and I'm gonna be the sexiest thing to her. So we don't need anybody outside. So we're not doing anything like that because we're decent people. We're not engaged in that type of debauchery. We don't need that. We got it in our heads.
Hey man, y'all living wrong, man.
Hey, that's bullshit.
Y'all some saints, man. Y'all living
I
wrong.
had to say it. Hey, Jamal,
we are not going there for lemon pepper wings. We're not gonna do anything like that.
Hey, Jamal, let me say this here. Let me say this to you right now tonight. They call you the nut juice, the fruit juice. He always has to do this political correct ass answers, and it don't make no sense. Man, you say you not running for anything. All you doing is running for Jake in high school. You running track team and all that. So you might well answer. Let me tell you, I'm gonna answer this for Jamal. Jamal gonna take his woman to the strip club. She gonna have a good time. They're gonna eat good food, and they're gonna live there, and they're gonna go down the street, and they're gonna call Jules to meet him on Portwood Road, give him the honey juice, the honey, and then that's it. Yep. Tell the truth, Jamal. Stop lying.
Hey, dog, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so you walking down the street, right? Hear me out.
See how you got corrupted, Terry? Go ahead.
Down the street, right? You and your girl walking down the street, right?
Right.
You see a nice big ass walk down that street. You ain't gonna turn around and look.
Nope.
No, I keep looking straight ahead. I look straight ahead.
Hey,
Terrence, my eyes won't even flinch. They won't even flinch. They be just like this.
Hey.
Hold on. So let me just, Terrence, they be just like this. Look.
Hey.
That's what I know. You ain't gonna look.
Jamal, hey.
I hear you.
Jamal gonna look. He gonna go in there, get us some nut juice out there, and then he gonna go with that big rat there.
Hey, he gonna say.
Hey, what about you, Jay? What about you, Jay?
I'm gonna stay in my own neighborhood.
Hey, you know what?
In my own neighborhood, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it tonight.
Nah, but with me and my little lady, you know, so yeah, we went to the script club and everything, and it was just me and her. People don't realize people don't always just go just to look at some ass or something like that. Nah. At the end of the day, we have a good time and we enjoy ourselves and we eat good food. We got good food, especially in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They got good food, and yes, we do. We have a lovely time, and then when we leave, hey, it's honey juice on, period. But one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna do like Big Man. I am not going to the men's club. I ain't going. I would never go. And at the end of the day, I mean, I'm being a hypocrite. Because if she go with me, I need to go with her. But I'm gonna be a hypocrite. But I sit in the car.
You better not go.
Hey,
look what's in your face.
But you ain't got to
in the way. Hey, you're right. Hey, that one thing about it, the strip club has a good damn way.
Be all in your damn face.
America, that's called bull caca. That's bull caca, America.
Hey,
you just heard from Bernard Brown. Bull caca.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, brother. You're not going to no male strip club with your mouth wide open.
Damn. That's how we ain't going.
Better not go in there.
Listen,
you gotta wait until they come home.
Hey, Jamal ain't no good at you shoot. Hey, the ones that really quiet, it'd be the main freaks. Jamal, Dr. Jamal, freaky. Come on, look at it.
Oh, Saint, no good at two shoot.
I was a virgin until I was 39 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Your daughter 25.
No.
Okay.
No, and I'm only 40 right now. Okay.
And Jamal, you know what? Let me tell you something. You keep talking like that, you ain't gonna never get nothing.
Man, Jamal,
hey, you talking about Jamal? You right there talking about you gonna be on the dating game. If you talking like that shit, they gonna say next.
No, I'll be getting a good woman. It'd be good women. It'd be a good woman, a good spiritual woman, a Christian woman, a guided woman, a Muslim woman, a sanctified woman, a Jewish woman. You know, traditional would be a good spiritual woman. That's what will happen.
Okay, all right.
And we would know how to like cleave to one another, not based on flesh.
Okay, God. Hey,
hallelujah, Jamal.
How much time we got, Mr. Producer? I'm looking at. I got 11:35.
Got about 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Funky. I don't want to go over. The next subject is this here, Jamal.
Good job, Jamal.
No, we coming to ask you. Hey, ask Jamal. Can you give us the update on the Weeping Time property, Jamal?
Well, as it stands, they have secured an attorney, and they've now about to pursue action with regards to that, and also with regards to the state. So I think now this is just me talking. This is not the Weeping Time Coalition. What needs to happen right now? The voices got to be heard. The voices got to be put out there, because what the situation is this that you have across the entire country. People say that if a property or a site is even 50 feet within that site, it should be protected and should be maintained. But what we're doing, we are not making, and I'm just saying, and it should not just be the coalition, but it should be the citizens. Anybody here should be not speaking up and throwing it out there. And so now I'm gonna step out of my family and friend role and say this right here. If your family and your friends are not sensitive and not respectful of the culture and the history that they come from, then you don't need to have them in positions of power. Because everyone else does that. And I tell people, see how simple that is? If you pull out a dollar bill, that has culture and history on that. They promote that. When you go down these streets, that's history and culture. They are promoting that. Why are we not willing to do that? You know why we're not willing to do it? Because we are oppressed. Oppressed people function like that. And oppressed people, in particular, even when they have positions of power, they still feel that they're weak. I tell folks, they are sleeping giants. Sleeping giants, and they've been trained like they train elephants in India. Because when the elephant is a baby, a small elephant, they put a large rope on it. So when the elephant tried to move, it can't move because it can't handle the rope. But even when it's now a bull elephant, they put the same rope on that elephant. And what's going on psychologically? They don't even feel that they got the power to do anything. And so that's what we got going on with that. We need the people here to now understand they have the power. And what's so interesting is that for this Dr. King, this King celebration, the theme this year is it starts with you. And some of the modifiers say it starts with me. So that's what the power is. So I'm saying to America right now, we need to have the people who are listening, looking at this, they need to be contacted the city of Savannah and say, save that property. Don't do anything with that property. Salvation Army, go some other place. And so that's why I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, because you know what? Me and James and Sonia and Vanity was sitting. We was at the Wayne place. What's the place, James?
Fletcher's.
Fletcher, we was at Fletcher's, right? And
the
so
bar and grill.
Right, bar and grill. So I asked, I said, Vanity, tell James I said the question was, I'm gonna ask Dr. Jamal. I said, tell James the history, give little James a little history about the weeping time. And so me and her was riding in the car, and it's the truth. When she Googled it and we was in the car, we both started crying. The way that happened, the 2 days for the weeping time, and people need to know the history. Jamal, just give them a little bit of history of what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. Like, what's going on? Like, what happened?
The big man don't know. Get big
yeah,
man.
I'm not in Savannah, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, what happened? The Salvation Army has acquired property in West Savannah, and that they saw the variance with regards to building a facility there for homeless people, homeless families. The folks in West Savannah have said that they do not want that over there, because what I've shared, something separate from, again, the coalition, is that I tell people that is called poverty dumping. What you're going to do, you're going to dump more poverty into West Savannah. So which means that it's going to aid with regards to regentrification. That's what they're all part of this process. So what has happened, the city of Savannah, 5 elected officials have agreed with regards to providing the variance for the Salvation Army to go and build the property. But what occurred, the folks want to say that property is historic and significant. Why is that? Because Pierce Butler, a Caucasian, who his family held Black folks in captivity in St. Simon's Island and also on Butler Island. And so he was gambling. So he lost his wealth in a gambling debt because he was gambling. But then because he wanted to recoup his wealth, what did he have that was wealthy? Some people don't realize. I tell people, you better understand about human assets. Human beings were assets. And that means it was your ancestors. They were human assets. So he was like, hey, check this out. We got like 800 something Africans, me and my brother. Let me go ahead and sell off my half of it. And so that's what occurred. And allegedly, they were going to sell them in lots of family sets. But it didn't happen like that. So they bring them up to Savannah, Georgia. Jonathan Bryan, who is a broker, called a Negro broker, right here in Savannah. And his family been right here for the longest. But that's another story about them, how they have been selling African people for decades and for nearly a century. So what occurs, they now have them over there in that site in West Savannah, where they are now stockpiling them right there, and they now begin the sale of those Africans. It takes 2 days in Savannah for it to happen in 1859. And so it's called the weeping time, because again, they say it's raining at that time also, but they're saying it's more like God in heaven is showering tears upon those people because they saw the disruption of families right there. And so right now, the city of Savannah, 5 elected officials have agreed to let the property be sold and not to value that as a historic site. So that's what I'm saying. So here go people, when you got something that's tied to your history, you don't even respect it. So that tells you about the mentality. Now, one thing, like I said, I step out that hat or step out that coat of hey, family and friends. I joke about that, but that right there is absolutely disrespectful, and people should be up in arms about this, and they should be vilifying them. Because what's going to happen? Because when if that property, they put the facility there, 5 years later, 10 years later, after some of these people are out of office, y'all gonna name buildings after them. Y'all gonna talk about how great they were when they actually were detrimental and destroyed our community. And see, we have that short-term memory. And I'm not saying no. This is an example of people disrespecting your own story.
Right.
No, I got a question for you.
Go
Jamal,
ahead,
Doc. So when you came on the show, you was like, you're not gonna, I guess, going to talk about the guy who I guess you're going for, who's in office right now. But wasn't he the alderman of West Savannah? So you think that
in the mail?
He's the mayor and he was the alderman of West Savannah. So you think that he didn't have no say so in that? I mean,
rewind.
That's your guy. That's your guy. So if this is going on under his watch, whether shouldn't he be held responsible for that as well too?
Hey, keep in mind, hey, big man.
I did a rewind. Terrence, like I said, Terrence, you 1501. How you doing me like that? You 1501.
Hey,
you ain't got to call me out like that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
America, let me tell you what Terrence doing. See, he know we 1501. He know he throw that at me. He know I can't even joke about it. I gotta be real about it. So now he know I got to speak the truth out, and I don't want to do that on America After Dark because I got to be politically correct about stuff. So, but now tearing that dude the bit of his uncle right now. So I gotta go ahead and say, yes, sir, brother, you are correct. They should be held accountable. That's why I have to say it. And that's why I say it is absolutely shameful, and that is problematic. Well, we allow people to do that. And I say I got love for them. But then I understand that their mentality, they don't understand the power that they're supposed to be using for us right now. Oh, excuse me, let me rewind that. No, they do know the power, but they're supposed to be using for, and it's not just him, the rest of them also. But because they are caught up into some other madness, they go along with it. That helps with regards to our oppression. So yes, we need to have people out. People, if they cannot rectify this, if they cannot redeem themselves, then they need to be gone. And we cannot make excuses for the oppressors. And that's what happened for some of us. We make excuses for the oppressors because somebody oppressing me. Some of us, because we are so tainted as victims, we didn't go and make excuses for them because they oppressed me. Oh, they didn't beat us as bad as they could beat us. No, it's not. They ain't supposed to beat us at all. My humanity is supposed to be respected. Right. And so since you did me like that, Terrence, so I have to represent for 1501 right now. You called me out for your uncle, but you the hit man. So I'm gonna go back to the same person. I don't believe in politics. I'm going back. I'm not gonna be down with this show right here, but sign on right now.
Stay on, man.
Hey,
stay on.
Fine, cause he could find a good script. I mean, a nice young.
If y'all paid Jamal his money from fines and cursing, he could find a good script. Good scripper.
I got a rebuttal. I want to do a rebuttal.
We're gonna get you a nice young lady.
Hey, brother, the script club there. Wherever my baby want me to go with her, whether it's a script club, a man club, or a woman club, I will go with her for the rest of my life. And I just want to put that out, baby. I'll go with you wherever you want me to go.
Let's move on.
You being politically correct right now. Overload.
Anyway.
You trying to save his ass. That's what that is. You see that comment to the right.
I go anyway.
Hey, producer, pull up that comment.
Hey. Meantime, between time, next subject, producer.
There you go right there. See that comment right there? He trying to save his ass.
Oh, no.
That's what that is.
Good night. Touchdown.
Don't do this. No, don't do it. Hey, meantime, between time, next subject. Listen up, America. I am just saying, and I know y'all done seen this. Y'all know how they putting these 10 years challenge on Facebook, and people put their 10 years picture, and then they put the present picture. Oh Lord, some of them don't need to be putting up there. This is my opinion. Some of them don't need to be putting no picture. Lord have mercy. So what you think about that, big man?
Hey man. Me personally, shit, I age like wine, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about nobody else. I look good for my age, man. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, let people do whatever they want to do, man. I mean, now I ain't gonna lie, I see some of these people, man, who I went to high school with who look like, they like 40 years old look like now. I mean, man, them drugs, man. You got to slow down on them drugs, man. That hard drinking.
Yeah.
But, hey, let folks post whatever they want to post.
Yeah. What about you, RG?
My thing is this: if that makes somebody feel good, I'm here for it. I don't get into all that too much. My thing is, we gonna one day learn in 2002 is gonna happen. Learn to mind your damn business.
Mind your business.
That's the number one thing. You can post your 20-year challenge. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But when you start impacting my check, then we got something to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's my call.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Mr. Scott?
Hey, whatever floats your boat. I just say you do a 10-year challenge, just make sure it doesn't look like a 20-year challenge.
Yeah. True. Hey, what about you, Jay?
Well, this is the honest truth, and this is what I think. And I thought about it for a minute, but this is what I think. I think that seafood cuisine, 11 Bird Street in front of the International Longshoreman Hall, seafood, chicken, and barbecue, takeout and pickup, 912-547-6757. It's a Buccaneer company. Come taste the seafood flavor and visit our owner, David Stevenson. That's what I think.
Okay, well, all right. Touched out on that then. Real live commercial. Go ahead, Jamal.
And support Day Clean Journeys, 912-257-0078 or 912-220-5966. Bam. Guess what? We empower, inform, and enlighten. But I'm going to say this with regard to the challenge. I'm going to share this with y'all. Now, there's some people we're in school with Taryn. And when I see some of them right now, and it's not even tied to drugs and alcohol, it's tied to how they live their life right now. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like looking at people who have now changed their entire bodies, where some of them were this big right here. Now they like this right here. And I'm saying to myself, what's going to be the quality of their life physically? What about diabetes, heart attack, stroke? Like that shouldn't be happening when they're not just going into their 20s and just about to go into their 30s. And I'm like saying that's a problem. That health stuff comes into play. A joke about saying, why do we maintain? Why do I do? Because I'm like, I got to maintain myself because I'm understanding that certain things can't happen. But if you don't maintain yourself, and I'm not saying some people right now, 2 years out of college, 3 years out of college, 5 years out of college, and they're looking like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They look like they came from Tompkins High School. They look like they came from Tompkins. I'm like, oh my God. They don't look like they're from HBJ or AEB. Because again, Heaven B. Jenkins High School or Alpha Eli P. They don't look like us.
Hey, but I was talking about the 10-year people that come from Jenkins Warrior that they need to stop putting it up there. That's what I was talking about. But since you want to go with us, I'm gonna tell you right now. You need to tell them, though, Jenkins Warrior, they need to stop putting it. I mean, if you went from 10 years now, I mean, what happened in those 10 years? What you been doing? You got a warrior in it or what? Talk to me.
But you know what? Let me add this. You know what gets me, and Brother Troy, I'm glad you brought this up. We don't talk about the holistic self, but, big man, you brought it up. Alcohol and substances, yes, that is a big problem. That's your mental, though. The mental drives that, but your physical, your mental, and your emotional got to be aligned. And people, they love to judge your mental, but they don't want to judge their eating habits. So we got to step back. You call somebody out. Think about what you put in your body, regardless of what that might be: alcohol, soda, food. So it goes back to making sure you got your door stepping on.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's a saying, and Dr. Torrey, you bring up a good point. There's a saying, black don't crack. But I tell you, we sure got a lot of stuff going on the inside because we don't take care of ourselves. You know, we look good on the outside, but we eat ourselves to death. And we have hypertension more than any other race. We have all of these diseases. And that's a conversation we need to have.
And that's what we talked about last week with myself, America, and Jamar.
And to share something like, again, you know, I wasn't going to elaborate, and we discussed it on Run Tell That. One of the reasons why I make sure I try to maintain my health and been even more vigorous about it is because I have multiple sclerosis. I have MS. Now, for a lot of people, they look, and when I first got diagnosed with it and people talk, they like, MS, like, Jamal got MS? And see, what people don't realize, I tell folks, based on my lifestyle, how my diet, what I ate, what I would drink, the things how I may try to maintain myself, I was not broken down by MS like a bunch of people. But then, as I said, as I know that I'm growing older, I got to try to make sure that I maintain. And that's the conversation I had with Coach Sam Carter. He was like, you got to have that it. And he was like, but Jamal, I know Jamal got the it. He got something that makes him want to maintain. And that's why, for me, I got to do this because I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I don't want to be half blind. I don't want to lose my thinking. I don't want to do all that complex. But if I do the stuff I need to do, and so that's why from the way that I eat for decades, the way what I drink and how I maintain myself and how I say I don't have no stress. So now I throw it out there. That's why some people say, Jamal, you need to do this and do that. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm always factoring and saying, okay, if I do this right here, how much stress will this be putting on my immune system? Because what MS, essentially what it is your body turning against you. And so that's why certain things, I'm like, so no, I can't go and take echinacea like somebody else because echinacea is going to speed up my immune system that can then also turn against me. So that's what the deal is. So America After Dark had got the story as to why Jamal does what he does. Because again, I might say, I got to be around because God told me I got to be around. So when Bernard them are right to come into heaven, be like, yep, God, that joker right there going straight to hell, ain't it?
You keep lifting your 249 pounds. Hey, so this the last subject. Me and Twine, we're gonna try to get in on a serious note.
Go vegetarian, folks.
And all our grocery stores is empty. No food on the shelf or anything, and that's all around America. And it's becoming a big problem that we going on the grocery trying to get grocery and feed our family, but there's nothing on the shelf. It's a big issue, and they need to address it. And the trucks, you got people who supposed to be bringing the trucks not hitting the roads. There's a lot of big stuff that's causing all this. That Biden and whoever, Republican, all that we need to get on it. It's an issue, a serious issue.
Again, it's coming, so I don't have to worry about that because I got my safe house underground, and this is real talk. I done stocked up on so much food. Me and my lady, we would never run out of food because we thinking ahead. I'm not sitting waiting on no truck. I'm not sitting waiting on no grocery store because I know how politician is and I know how things work in the world. So I prepare myself no matter what take place. So I'm not waiting on the trucks to drive up to the dollar store or Publix or Kroger's. I'm not waiting on anything. I tell myself I need to be proactive on a lot of stuff. And that's one thing I'm being proactive on because you never know what might happen. Those folks attack that the Capitol, you never know what these folks might decide to do on any given day. So you have to prepare yourself.
All right.
What's your address? What is your address?
You cannot have no food. You should have stocked up on your own.
Hey, go ahead, Mr. Scott.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of moving pieces with this issue with the a lot of people say supply chain. I see it because I'm in retail more as an employee issue. Team members are sick, so you go out to these service restaurants and stores. They're at home sick or they're taking care of a sick loved one or a sick child. You got low employee morale. People don't want to work for pennies anymore.
Right.
It's the pandemic. You know, you got unmotivated workforce. We're not training our employees. So a lot of that is factoring into what you're seeing today. That's my take on it.
All right, definitely. Hey, I know we run out of time. We got 6 minutes, and I thank y'all for tuning in on America After Dark. I thank you, Jamal. I thank you, James, Big Man, Orlando Scott, RG. Hey, we want to thank everybody in America for tuning in. It was a great show. Hey, we want to share Facebook, Instagram, ATR Black Media, send some money, Cash App, and to keep us program going. And like I say, hey,
keep you out on the road, RG.
Hey, you be safe. And last word, Jamal. Last word.
Get that honey.
Last word, Mr. Scott.
That honey will get y'all in trouble.
Hey, thank y'all. Hey, had fun tonight. Enjoyed all my brothers tonight.
I appreciate it. Last word, Big Man.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. And everybody have a happy New Year. You know, happy weekend, and God bless.
Hey, appreciate it. Last word, RG.
Well, man, I think we got another year, man, in front of us. Let's do better by one another. We're gonna talk about the scripture. Let's live the scripture. Let's support one another. Let's not be against one another. That's all I say. We all make mistakes. Let's just start helping each other learn. If we ain't gonna do that, then we're gonna keep repeating the same things, but not talk about it every week.
Right. Last word, JB.
Get your prostate checked, black men, and go to the doctor. And like Bob Barker said, make sure your pets are spayed and neutered.
Yeah. All right. Hey, last word. I want everybody to stay safe. This coronavirus is getting out of hand. A lot of people just here today, going tomorrow. Hey, wear your mask. Be safe. Protect yourself. Hey,
mask up,
America. I love you, America. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace.